your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Hi. Hey.
What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
And hello. Hey. There it is. How's everybody? Me.
Hey, can you hear me? Hello.
I hear you loud and clear.
All right.
It's Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Right? And we are at Hot 702.5 FM. It is Get It Together with Jnine.
And Jezzi.
And Tay. All right. So,
ladies,
I'm going to start by a woosah. I think that's so important.
I will take it.
Yeah, we're going to take a woosah right now. We're just going to take that breather, take it all in.
Yes.
Woo. Yes. Deep breath in, deep breath out. I'm telling you, relax them shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shake it all
Yes.
off. Because I'm telling you, that's where the tension is. Yeah.
Yes, it
Work
is.
that
You
shit
ain't
out.
lying.
We are right here in the moment.
Loosen them shoulders. I was feeling real stiff.
I know.
Yeah, because life has you stiff, and sometimes you just gotta shake all that shit off because there's really nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? But shake it off. So,
Shake it
how's
off.
everybody doing? How you doing? It's good to be in studio. Yes.
I know, huh? I miss it
How you
already.
doing? We'll start with Tay.
I'm doing pretty good. At the end of the week, here we are. We're alive. Thank God. So
Yes, ma'am.
feels good to breathe.
Man, it does. How you doing over there in Cali? Oh yeah, you looking real clear and crystal.
I'm grand. No complaints.
Too clear and crystal.
Too clear. Too clear. Well, hey. Anyway, it's good. I mean, it's Cali.
Okay.
It
It looks
is
like it might
Cali
be your
for sure.
your turn to have some.
Uh-oh.
Seems like it might, just a little bit.
That's
So we're gonna take it easy
Okay.
and get on into this thing.
Okay. Okay. How you doing?
So I'm gonna start
you hear me?
right off the bat.
Dang, she can't
Yep.
hear me.
Sounds
Well, how
good.
you doing?
I'm doing good. I am doing good. I keep having to reconstruct what I think things look like, so that I can quickly wrap my head around it, especially when it's stuff you don't really want to do. Right? So that's code word for getting up, going to work.
Girl.
Shit. So anyway, we have a special guest. I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring her in early because I want her to. She's our daily. She's gonna be our commentator for the day, basically. So, she's gonna roll with us today. She's gonna get a feel for what we got going on. This is one of my dear, dear, dear friends, and it's so funny because honestly, Jez and I have been blessed to have friends that we've been friends with for over 40 years.
Yes, ma'am.
And, and any new friends that have come into the fold have been, they sound. So,
Right.
this is one of those ladies. She's actually born in Las Vegas, but her roots are deeply, deeply Oakland. I don't really know how she really wants the whole intro, but I don't like name dropping, so I'm going to give her accolades first. She's a UCLA alumni. A UNLV alumni. And so she's coming back to Vegas. Her family's rooted here and rooted in Oakland. She's had a real ride to become the woman that she is. And I was blessed to take part in a lot of that ride. So when I say ride or die, Jez, you know what I'm talking about. Like, are you willing to stay up all night when the shenanigans shut down and we got VIP? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's one of them. So without further ado, This is Miss Nisha Burrell, and I'm going to go ahead and bring her into the room.
Yay.
Hi.
What's up, sister?
Hi.
With them cut arms looking like Angela Bassett.
Here, we're all together.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so look, we're going to have some trouble hearing you.
Okay.
That fan you might have to cut the fan because sometimes that's an interruption. But yeah, you might just have to sweat this one out. Let me hear you.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yep. We're having some technical difficulty. It's not easy to stream from home. I'm telling you.
It's not. You're absolutely
It's not.
right about that.
Your equipment needs to be top notch. You need to be working with iPhones. So let me just tell y'all, I am a new iPhone. I've now joined the iPhone family.
About time.
And I'm telling you, even the grandkids was like, get in here with the new shit. They was like, get on board with the iPhone. So I now have an iPhone.
Hi.
But let me hear you.
Can you hear me?
1 2 1 2.
Yes.
1 2 1. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I really. Okay. Let me see.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little clippy. It feels a little clippy,
Okay.
but we're gonna get through this.
Yeah.
So worst case scenario, we might have to have you call in. Yeah. We might have to have you call in. So anyway, and anybody else that wants to call in, you can call in the Hot 702. This is Get It Together. 702-551-5261. So while we're waiting to make sure we can get everybody in the room. That's MC Hammer's sister, by the way. So that's why this conversation is going to be really, really nice because she knows some untold stories that we don't, only you could be there to experience. But I'm going to run down some of these restaurants. We're going to get into this restaurant report. Niche, how we looking? Yep, so every time you go to talk, it doesn't come clear.
Okay.
Bluetooth or something?
What about a Bluetooth?
Yeah,
Okay, so
Bluetooth.
you could do a Bluetooth too. That helps to kind of do with some of the noise conflict. But 702-551-5261, we're going to get it in. And while we get it together, I'm going to talk about these restaurants, y'all. It's kind of a long list, so I'm going to really just kind of flow through this list, man. The Astro Bird at Meadows Mall. Now, we ain't going to spend too much time on this, but Meadows Malls has been interesting for many, many years. I really do hope that they pull through and elevate a little bit.
Astro Bird.
But it's, I don't know that I would eat there. It's been some spots that I've eaten there at Meadows Mall. But I don't know where we stand now. So anyway, 4300 Meadows Lane is, they got a B grade and they got 16 demerits. So anyway, that's Meadows Malls. Now, Baby Stacks made the news. 2400 North Buffalo. They got a B grade. They got 19 demerits. Now, yeah, you shaking your head because that is our spot.
And I think, have you mentioned it more than once?
She did, yep. But it might have been a different location.
It's a different location. So this location is 2400.
They all slacking.
Well, 2400 North Buffalo, that's the one we go to. Isn't that like...
No,
we go to
on
Jones.
Jones and then Durango.
Okay, well, anyway, Baby Stacks, get it together because we will still fool with you. Right. You got to be great. It's 19 demerits. Just, on annual inspections, because there's a lot of A grades. So people know that this health department is coming and they put their people on point and you stay on point.
Right.
You got to be on point. You just can't know they coming and then 2 weeks later try to do some training. They're going to fail. Right. So get it together, Baby Steps, because we still fooling with you. So Faux Delicious, 4375 North Las Vegas Boulevard. They got a C grade, 24 demerits.
Faux Delicious.
Faux Delicious
Sounds like
is not so delicious if you're not putting it together. You know what I'm saying? So let me run on down to the rest of them. Suha Bites, 1780 North Buffalo. They got a C grade. That's 36 demerits, and that's entirely too much.
too high.
That's too
Okay.
high.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who Lao Shan?
Here we
I
go.
don't be meaning to
Here
butcher
we
y'all
go.
names, but y'all
But
should
this
make
be
y'all names a
fun.
little more. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all, it should be. If I can't pronounce it, I don't necessarily want to
Right.
eat it because I can't tell
Can't
nobody
recommend
where to.
it. Right. Can't tell nobody.
So anyway, they had 511. Five
He
five
said,
five one
"Them."
one five Spring Mountain. They got 20 demerits. They got a B grade. So Papa John's Pizza, number 3958, 8574 Westlake Mead. It's Papa
Mm.
John's, y'all. They may not
Yeah.
always, but I know they tossing that shit and put it in the oven.
I got a Pizza Hut, so.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I do. We actually go to a spot. What is our spot? It's not the one that Nana likes. I'm gonna think of it in a minute. But it reminds me of what's the one in Sacramento that's like Mike's? It's a pizza that you get.
That's like really good, like actually,
It
like
is.
Italians really make it or something like that. I just don't remember the
It's
name of the
in.
place.
I'm gonna think of the name, but anyway, we're gonna come back to that because those are the kind of pizzas that I like and that I recommend.
Hmm.
Okay, let me see. Let me try to get this call. We got a call. Hot 702.5 FM. It's Jnine and Get It Together. It's still a struggle, niche. Yeah, it's still a struggle to
Is
try
your
to
you
get
can
to
hear
hear
us?
what we need to hear. Let me see. Has this not been on the whole time? Is it me? Oh, it's this one. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna call you back.
Nope. Stay right
No, we
there.
hear you now.
Keep it there. Yeah. So let me tell you something about black folks. We gotta follow directions. My people perish for lack of knowledge.
Girl, what?
We gotta follow directions, okay? When emails come through. So wait a minute, you was there. Did you touch something? Cause you know, we are like spirits. We get to touch the shit.
Start touching stuff. Don't read instructions.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. You have
Okay. Can you
you
hear me now?
you in the house now.
I'm in the house. Finally.
Mute your computer though, and then that should take
Yes.
care of that background. Look at there, by hook or crook.
Better.
Get
Better?
on in here.
Better.
That
Better?
is, you sound. Let me see. Microphone
Mic
check.
Right. 1 2 1 2.
Yes. 1 2 1 2 1 2. You hear me?
I can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Much better.
Can you hear?
Now what I now talk about the black folks because I'm black like that.
It's still having some resistance though. So are you muted?
Okay. What about?
Okay. Let me see. Nope. We just put you on mute. We just put you in the corner, sis.
Okay. What about?
Mm-mm. And now it's choppy. So just call in. Just call in. Cause I'm gonna move on with Yep. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to figure that out. You might just have to wait till you get in town, since it's nothing like in studio. I'm telling you.
I
If you're
agree.
equipped, it just
I
go to tell
agree.
you know what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
nothing like I can't do it otherwise if I'm not going, step my equipment up and make sure that it is ready for podcast. You got to be ready for the podcast. We
I gotta be
professionals around here.
I be trying.
So
That's
anyway-
why I got the MacBook.
That's
Talk
next.
about it.
Mm-hmm.
You
the
gotta,
plan.
yeah. So anyway, we're gonna run through these real quick. Skinny Dugan's, 4127 West Charleston. They got a C grade, got 32 demerits. Going back to this Bangkok street food, they are 4215 Spring Mountain. They got a C grade. That's 30 demerits. That's too many. So this Bangkok street food, and you're gonna see a pattern as I say these names real quick. And you're
Uh-oh.
gonna see that we need to be very careful when we go eat certain places.
Mm.
I mean,
I
and
know
it
where
just
we
is.
going.
Stop playing. So anyway, Nabi, 4545 Spring Mountain. Spring Mountain, it's a busy street, so I understand why they get caught. They got 16 Damaris, a B grade. Don Tortaco Mexican Grill, number 13.
I know who they are.
10450
Sure.
South Decatur. They got a B grade. They got 19 Damaris. Central America Restaurant, 6135 West Sahara, got a B grade, 16 Damaris. Pinoy Joint Restaurant, 7680 South Las Vegas Boulevard. They got a C grade. They got 30 demerits. Thai Cuisine, 601 North Nellis Street. Be careful around Nellis Street.
Right.
Got a C grade. They got 39 demerits. Filipitos, Mexican food, 1325 East Tropicana. Got a B grade, 20 demerits. Y'all got to get it together because there's too many A grades that are making the grade when the health department shows up. Get it together.
Right.
Aloha Sunrise Cafe, 1205 West Sunset Road. Got a B grade, 19 demerits. Aran Korean Barbecue, 1370 East Flamingo. They got a C grade, 31 demerits. Cybo Cafe and Market, 4360 South Decatur. Got a B grade. Sushi Ya, 3650 South Decatur.
Hey.
Yeah, so they was definitely hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear and crispy.
Hello.
All right. Well, let's go.
All right, you late to the party, but that's how we used to show up.
Some people just tapped in. Tasha, hello, Queen.
I gotta
Hello.
make a scene.
So
Hey, Jnine.
you're able to be heard. So it's gonna be a little dynamics going on here, guys. It's gonna be a little dynamic. So I'm gonna finish this up real quick. El Polo Yoko, 5990 2401. That's number 5990 2401 South Decatur. They got a B grade. They got 19 demerits. But this I Heart Mac and Cheese, it's such a cute title.
Is that in Henderson?
Yeah.
Because a friend told me about that place.
So it's 5130 South Fort Apache. So it's going over in that direction.
What they got?
They got a C grade.
Oh, no.
And
going there.
what I like to look at is just because you get a C grade and you get smaller demerits. So they only had 19 demerits. If you notice, a lot of people who got a few demerits stayed in the B class. So the C represents that it was something obviously a little more offensive or incorrect.
Okay.
So I was a little disturbed because I had heard I Heart Mac, and so I might still give him a chance. But I'm watching, like my eyes is watching when you get C's.
Some old cheese, like what was going on in there?
Right.
Yeah, storage, because you can't fool around with cheese. I mean, you can't fool around with us, period. But and then there was this Nightmare Cafe. Never heard of it.
Look at her face.
Wasn't necessarily feeling the name because I don't like to be scared. Right.
Not Nightmare.
Yeah, so 1307 South Commerce, and then Commerce sounds scary too, because that's sort of industrial, depending on where you're going on Commerce, unless you're going further up by Centennial. So anyway, Nightmare Cafe, get it together. You got a B grade and 20 demerits. And then this House of Dutch Pot, 4255 South Durango Drive. They got a B grade and they got 19 demerits. So when I call these people out, it's just so that you recognize that people should still have stickers that represent their grade, and it should be represented right there in the front, and you have every right to ask.
Absolutely.
Because this is public information.
And they're hoping that you bypass it.
Yeah, or they take it down as soon as the inspector leaves and take their sweet time trying to put it up. It should be a reminder to get an A when he comes back.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so.
And you being watched. We putting you on blast.
On blast.
So you can get it together.
Get it together. Change them gloves and wash them hands and that type of shit. But, speaking of Asian, anyway.
What?
Well, I was just tripping off the fact that a lot of the theme was Asian oriented on this list here,
Yeah.
But we found a spot that is absolutely fantastic, stands up to its names, and its stars.
Yes.
So we don't discriminate. We want all the good food. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I ain't calling it out. That's the health department calling it out. It's Shung artesian noodles.
Delicious. And we also, I'm a Yelper, so I went to the Yelps and seen someone say that Keith Lee referred, and whenever he's somewhere and says that it was good food, then he brings the crowd. So the place really was a hit. Their prices are good. They're busy. They get people in and out. Like, I went to use the bathroom and came back right after we ordered and our food was out. So they're like on top of it, and it was fresh. We got some hot noodle soup, and I got some spicy wontons as like an appetizer. They were extremely spicy, but very flavorful. It was so good. You could pick your noodle
turned
type.
on at the description. Sign me up.
Right.
I'm going. Where are we going?
Delicious.
I want to
So
know
we
where
showed up
after we went to the Cannabis Awards. Yeah.
So yeah, let me tell you, we are the new Yelp. I'm gonna tell you right now, because if it's on Yelp and we go to see it, we're gonna let y'all know. Definitely. And we're gonna let you know where to go. So check this out.
You said the Cannabis Wars?
Yeah,
Awards.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna talk about that too. So this Shung artisan noodle is 4983 West Flamingo Road. It is worth the trip. Put yourself on the guest list and don't mind waiting for a few minutes. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it is worth every bit of the wait. And what I really, really, really like is watching chefs work.
Yes.
Right.
The open screen window.
Fully open, watching this man with these muscles, but he had to have muscles because he is rolling dough for a good 6 or 7 minutes. I mean, with his hands. So he's flipping the dough, it's thick, so you know your noodles is fresh. You know he's making them right there in front of you. I'm watching him spin it. Then he twisted, and then he spin it, and then he twisted. That shit was amazing.
Put it in the hot
to
water,
me.
yeah.
So then he would take it and shred it, so you could get your noodles shredded. So he's shredding it while he's putting it in the hot water. Oh, it's just a beautiful sight for a chef. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sight to watch pasta being made in your face.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, they with the shit. Yeah. So highly, highly recommend. They got like 5 stars.
It was close, about 4.6.
And then I like to look at other people's.
And it's hard to, if it's not at least 4 stars, and sometimes 4 stars, I still would bypass. It's got to be a good 4.5 stars for me to visit.
That makes sense. I mean, I understand why.
Right. Yeah.
Easily.
Yep, for sure. So, I just have to say that if we're giving you recommendations, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So the bowl came out hot. It was fresh. I'm normally not a fan of a whole lot of beef, but the beef was tender because they gave you the cut of the beef. You know what I'm saying? It's not shredded all over the place. It's not hard. It's the beef cut, so you can tell it's broth. You know what I mean? Like they just put it all in there. It just rings through. All of the flavors are there. And can I just tell you, it's a little spicy, so it goes through real good. It's on that. It's on the healing kind of edge.
Ooh, that sounds real good.
Yeah, absolutely. It's on that kind of thing. So, highly recommend it. We went to another spot. It was Blooming Buns, and you can find that on my Facebook and my Instagram, J Roberts. What's my Instagram? Jnine Roberts.
Yeah, Blooming Buns Bakehouse, I think, off of what is that? Farm in Durango.
It is.
Really good. It's like they have a bunch of cookies. They have donuts. They have, what do they have? All kind of desserts.
Telling you,
that you can
J9 Roberts, go look at the video, and I did a whole little video. I told him I was gonna shout him out because I like soft ambiance. I mean, the presence is, her whole vibe is just welcoming. You can tell that the shop is clean. It just smells like fresh baked goods and shit.
They're not normal cookies. They're really fluffy and they come out hot. Everything that you get in your box comes out hot. So
if I'd have had the time, I'd have bought some in. So I'm gonna wait till you get here and I'll bring some in, or we'll just go out and dine.
I'll
But
be back next
that
Sunday.
is again 7785 North Durango. It's a trip. It's
Okay.
worth the trip because I've never had anything like it. Honestly, I mean I've had bazookies.
Really?
You know,
Okay.
bazookies come hot in those little
Mhm.
pans and stuff like that. I've had the hot cookies, and
Right.
my fave is chocolate chip, so I'm a
Right.
highly judge a chocolate chip cookie. It don't get no better than us Otis Spunkmeyer, the old Otis Spunkmeyer
Now,
at
see,
that.
I
The
know
ones
you got memories of your mama baking all them damn cookies. I mean, if she went on missions to make sure she got
yeah.
Yeah, them Otis
specific
Spunkmeyers are delicious. Hmm.
cookies,
I just put y'all on game.
specific.
Don't be going. Don't go and buy them all up. But I'm telling you right now, Otis Spunkmeyer will get your family through
Yep.
a
I'll come over with my bag and she'll know why. I'm coming to
share.
grab some from the freezer.
share alike with them Otis Spunkmeyers. So yeah, we this is high on my list as far as a dessert is concerned because you
Okay.
can get Oreo. What you get?
The Oreo cookie.
Yeah.
And they're just different. They're not a regular cookie. They're really, you'll go to what's the place? The cookie place that they change them out every week. They're okay. That type of place is way too sweet.
You mean like crumble?
Crumble, too sweet. This place, the cookies are like they're
perfectly
perfect,
balanced.
perfectly balanced.
I
Yeah,
love
they
that.
really are.
Where it's not
Yeah.
too sweet, but it's
Yeah.
soft.
And then they're
it's
fluffy
just
and airy.
It is
Ah.
very much the savory that savory's supposed to be because you can see the imprint on the plastic when you pull it off because it's just freshly baked.
Making everybody hungry
Pull it
right
out the
about now.
plastic.
Extremely
Yeah.
fluffy and not overkill with chocolate. It's the perfect balance, I swear to God. And then that Oreo was off the chain, and so yeah, you can
I know you
you
told
can
her all that to her
definitely
face too, that you was impressed, right?
yeah. And I
Did you
told
mention
her
it to them?
You're
that
gonna shout her out.
yeah, I told her that I was
Mhm.
going to shout her out, and when I shout you out once. The second times I charge you.
There you go.
And
There you go. Enough
the
said.
cannabis awards.
Oh shoot! So on to
Hmm.
go on. You
Now
can have
that-
that.
Well,
I'm listening.
it's still a disappointment that you can't consume yet at any of these events, even though there were people there consuming.
But
But
the
they
police
can't.
would turn their head. By
Yeah,
the
they
way,
were turning.
so.
I was watching,
Right.
seeing the
Okay.
reactions. They were just watching and kind of, they know what's up at this point. But they gave out a lot of samples of. They gave out seeds. They gave out wraps. They gave out, trays and just anything that you could think of around weed and not the weed.
Okay. They gave out all the paraphernalia, but not the
Exactly.
actual.
And look,
Yep.
I showed up for every free gift they
Everything.
had going. I went to the front of the line, stuck my arm out, got me all kind of treats because my arm is long, baby.
I was like,
I'm
we all
reaching-
up in the scene.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you better get you some free stuff. I absolutely did.
They had some performers, Eazy-E. I think the Franchise Boys from the Bay were there. Some other people who we didn't really catch. It was hot. It was too hot.
Yeah.
But it was
So
nice,
it was outdoors.
outdoors and indoors.
indoors.
It was at Area 15. So the back
Okay.
area where
Oh,
I
yeah,
believe
know
that's
where
the
that
area where you can
is.
go out and play, sit, and then they
Order
opened up
food,
order
stuff.
food. Then they opened up some back area, had a few bars, too hot to drink.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was a cool experience. I imagine in the future, once we are able to consume, it'll be a little different.
a little bit more
Yeah.
lively.
A
Because
little
I
bit
saw
more
all
lively.
Your stuff. I was like, oh, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, all kind of nice wraps. And I'm not into rap, so I might do some surgery. You know what I mean? I might go ahead and
Yeah,
do
I'm
some
not
licking
into
and
rap
sticking
either,
and
unless
shit.
they're
But
hip.
I'm going to keep it to myself. All y'all that's still licking and sticking with them Backwoods
I
and all
know.
that other stuff, let me tell you something.
Give me the
Keep
papers.
it to yourself. You shouldn't even
Keep
be
it to
offering that up.
yourself.
Yeah. Give me the
Yeah.
You know what I'm
papers.
saying? Yeah, everybody is
Yeah.
on their own. You own your own now. You shouldn't be
Keep
licking
your
and sticking all over the
saliva
place.
to yourself.
Anyway.
Licking and sticking.
So, yeah, I was a little disappointed too, but I do want to shout out our co-sister, the Love Doctor and Beauty on the Beat. They won that award for the Cannabis
Podcast.
Award for second place for podcasts.
Oh,
So,
that is
yeah,
really cool.
absolutely. And I mean, they got a nice little trophy.
Congratulations
Okay.
to them for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out.
Ladies.
So that's the Love Doctor. That comes on I believe Wednesdays. But y'all need to just check out the whole lineup. We got a whole lineup at High
Yes.
702.5 FM.
She
And
got folks.
Yeah, so I think next year I think to be honest, it felt like they were just giving artists platforms to come and perform, get the people out,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then have a couple of people pay for some booths so they can try to give away a bunch of stuff. And because
All the dispensaries of Vegas were pretty much up there too.
right,
You got Stizzy
Oh,
and
okay.
Harding and
which I shout out to Stizzy. I think that's my go-to now
Stizzy is
because
cool.
I'm looking for specific ingredients that everybody
Okay.
doesn't always say. At this point, let me tell you something. If y'all are cannabis consumers,
Mhm.
I would suggest you stop going into the whole sativa indica issue because everything seems to be pretty dominant indica right now. It's like they want to put you to fucking sleep. I don't
Can't
know.
Mm.
stand it.
But it's all good. It's just that it's about ingredients. It should
True.
have always been about ingredients.
True.
People were
Very
being
true.
led by, is it going to make me sleepy? Well, if you sleepy and you need sleep, it's potential any of them might put you down, depending on its potency. So
True.
Stizzy's team seems to have some of the ingredients that I'm looking for, the limonene and the myrcene. I'm looking for those. And I'm looking
Okay.
for high content of those. And I'm looking for them at a
Right.
reasonable
At a reasonable
price.
price. Let's start there, because
Right.
that's why I was going to Planet 13, because they always had the Vegas. If you live in Vegas, you go to
Mhm.
Planet 13, you can get like an eighth for $16. And I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
And then you rack up points. I remember I had like $10 off of an order. I was like, oh,
Y'all
that's
crazy.
nice.
Y'all
right?
crazy. Y'all crazy. So, anyway, that was that. Easy performed. I think that was the only performance I was really interested in, but there was some good music going on. It was some, you can tell when Florida's in the house.
Right.
They have a certain sound, look, and taste.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Mm.
but everybody seemed to behave. That's important.
So you keep saying Easy. Is Easy like, was he like
Junior, Little Easy. Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
I was at,
Uh-huh.
that's what I wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
I was like, is
He's
he like
short and little
a,
like his daddy.
okay.
Yeah, he a little dude, but he did his thing. I went live a little bit, so you can see that too on my Facebook. Yeah, he sounded like his daddy. And then he did
Okay.
Boys in the Hood. I always heart in the crowd went crazy, as they
Mhm.
should, because he
Sure.
sounded just like him. So it felt really nostalgic.
Oh,
I remember
oh,
driving in my Turismo. So look, my mama bought me a
oh Lord.
Turismo. Asked me what it
Mm-mm-mm.
is, and I couldn't tell you. But it's a little hatchback get around.
Turismo.
And I used to drive that thing on the freeway, and easy. That was my shit on the freeway, and I was doing 90.
That's a freeway song. You turn that up, you bouncing off.
Your mama
Yep.
was off the hook back in the day. She was
Off the
driving
hook. I
before
could
we all, she
just,
had a car before we all had cars.
I could just imagine how off the hook she was. She's
And
still
I'm
off the hook. No.
and I'm in
Ain't
Fairfield,
nothing
so
changed.
I got
Ain't
to get
nothing
to the bay.
changed.
I got pulled over one day trying to get to the club. Look, y'all was already in the club, and I was coming from Fairfield, and it was raining real hard, and I had a Ford Windstar, honey, and that Ford Windstar played no game. It was like a monster truck, like it did its shit. So I was coming to meet y'all at the club. I think we was at it wasn't Jeffrey's. We was at what's the other spot in
Sweet
North
Jimmy's?
Oakland? We was at you was at
Sweet
Sweet
Jimmy's?
Jimmy's waiting for me, and I had put my best on, baby, and I had 3 babies to drop off at my mama's house. I was doing like 70 in the rain, and the highway patrol pulled me over. He was like, "Bitch, wherever you think you going, it won't be today." Not like that.
Oh
Hot
wow.
702.5 FM is get it together.
What's going on?
See, now that sound better.
Yes.
I think we have a
Sound better?
winner. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, then I want my $25 because I done called like 10 times.
You said you want $25?
Yeah, because I called 10. Yeah.
Are we paying a portion of your phone bill because you couldn't get through?
No, some for my troubles. I was like a
She
caller,
said
like,
something for
I
my
gotta
trouble.
get in.
Like I called her like she was trying to
Like,
win. Get her
yeah,
wins.
So look,
because
I'm
I'm listening to you talk about Easy Little Son. You know, that kind of touched my heart, you know.
speak on
Because I
it.
kind of, I like Easy, you know.
Well, look, I'm gonna let you have a moment. It's we got a little time here, so I just want to spend a little time with you and let the listeners and everybody who tuned in. who we're talking to because you're a legend in your own right. And I know people may not necessarily understand it or respect it, but you came up in MC Hammer era. So, you know, join the conversation. Right now we were just talking about how I had a Ford Windstar. And that thing was mashing on the freeway with my babies in the car because I was trying to get to Sweet Jimmy's. And
You're trying to get.
I was trying to get to Sweet Jimmy's, girl. And the officer said, listen, it won't be tonight because if something happened to you and these babies, that would be an absolute tragedy because you're trying to go where? I didn't tell him I was trying to go to the club. You know what I'm saying?
You probably looked like it.
Oh, I was straight pimped out. I had my hair flowing and I had on this velvet outfit and it was fitting real good. Yeah, Anyway, I digress. So, welcome, Nisha.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I love you guys' conversation. This is my third. I've been listening to you for 2 weeks straight, 3 weeks straight now. Nice. Ever since I left, when we reconnected, when I came out there a few weeks ago, I've been listening to you ever since. And this is nice. You guys, this is great. I listen to you guys and I just love it. So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anything specific that you want to talk about? Because, you know, we've spent a lot of nights talking, late nights. First, let me ask you a question. Being a Vegas native and then coming back and kind of going back and forth, you see the growth. You also see some of the detriment. We were talking the other day about how the Texas is gone and the Fiesta is gone, and that was part of our stomping grounds. Like, you know, a lot of legends went through there. How does it feel?
My sister got married. My brother married my sister at the Texas. So, you know, and my cousins now, that was our little local spot. But
it was. Just
being born in Las Vegas, I was raised in Oakland, so I never spent time in Vegas at all. I only as an adult when I returned there in 2004. Started going to UNLV, graduated, you know, met you, your whole family, kind of re-met you. I think we met somewhere.
Somewhere in another life.
But when I met you in the mid-2000s, you know, your family, your cousins, everybody moved there. Taylor was in middle school?
Oh,
senior.
Yeah, she was a senior.
Senior.
So when you moved to Las Vegas, you was a senior in high school?
That's right. She couldn't stand me for that.
Unfortunately so.
Oh, she couldn't stand me for that.
Right, disrupted your life that was a pivotal moment in your life. You had to pack up and leave your friends and everything you knew and sort of.
Right.
I didn't even think about the impact on that back then.
I didn't either, and I couldn't, because as a grown ass woman with kids,
it was time to go.
It was time to go. I was not gonna keep commuting.
That's right. It was time to go. That was a great move, though. Look at you. You guys are prospering and just doing well.
Amen, amen.
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Yes.
That was the best thing, though. But yeah, the Texas is gone. The Fiesta's gone. I saw him blow up the Stardust, though, around 2006.
The Mirage is next.
The Mirage is that. Yeah, I mean, whew. And I just did that starting at 30. So I'm over 50 now. So, just in 20-something years, watching this like crazy.
It is.
Yeah, Vegas has changed a lot.
You know, we lived pretty tough in this thing. We lived pretty tough and fast. All right, who's got we got our grandkids have entered the room. So anyway, we had just finished talking about the dirty dining. Well, we just call it restaurant inspections. And I'm staying on it because we used to have a means to watch restaurants that were on that list. And so I'm like, I'm going to keep on checking it out because as a chef, it's important that I know what I'm putting in my system and where I'm going. So, yeah, we just covered that. Where are some of the places you like to eat? Because right now you are still back in the Bay Area.
When I come to Vegas,
or even at home, even in the Bay.
I ate so much out, and we such great cooks in my family. It's like I'm learning how to cook right now. So see, I'm behind. I cook in. I don't really go out though. I know everybody,
it's not a bad
Thai
thing.
restaurants. I just started learning. COVID forced me to, I've been cooking for myself, but it's just my food tastes better than the restaurant.
I feel that
And
way.
so
Mhm.
I'm not gonna break no bread no more. And then when I went to UNLV and I was doing what you're doing, but for a class, it's just like, nah, it don't even take that much effort to make stuff taste good. You just have to get in there and do it. But crunchy chicken though, that's where I like to go when I'm in
Oh,
Vegas.
okay. So
The
have y'all
crunchy
heard about
chicken
the
on
country chickens?
Mhm.
the
They're inside
crunchy
of
chicken on
the gas stations or whatever, right?
Is that crispy,
Yeah, the one on
crunchy
Craig
chicken?
though in
Is that what they
Rancho. Shout
call
out
it?
to them because
Yep.
I
There's
ain't gonna
one on
lie, that's
Simmons
the
and
one though. It's several of them in Vegas,
mhm.
but it's that one on Crenshaw and Reg. That's the Crenshaw. I mean Crenshaw, Rancho and Craig.
Crenshaw.
Yeah, you go there. They got the blueberry biscuit, and I had never eaten anything like that, so that's a big thing to eat inside a gas station. It just
It
draw
still would
me in.
take a lot of effort for me to do that, but
Once
we
you
But
try
tried it.
it, once did you?
You and I tried it. We tried to go, and they were closed because she was on a mission.
The food so good in there. Was they closed when we went? And see, they don't even have to stay open all night. That's how good they are.
They
I said, look, we was late. I didn't play with them. I'm playing around with you because you didn't want to go being finicky, and then it closed at 8:30. I
because
said, you
it's a
know what,
gas
see,
station, nigga. It's a
You
gas
gotta try
station.
it
You
though.
know,
They
I'm
are. You
I
try
heard
to be
about
like,
them.
you're gonna do a double take. Like, where we get this from? Because it is good.
you know what they
okay.
got out here? They got crunchy corn out here where they
Deep
dip
fried
the
the
corn
corn.
in like a tempura bath, deep fried corn.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
It's
Okay.
crazy.
It is crazy, but you've had an opportunity to eat at a lot of places. You have actually taken the road, and you were out with your brother a lot. So
All around the world. All around
yeah,
the world.
all
All
around the
around the
world
world.
in 80 days.
All around.
I'd
Yeah.
be
I ate all
interested
around the world.
in
That's why it's
Nisha
not for
learning a
you
little
know
bit
I
like
don't.
about you.
I
like
don't
I'm
think she
trying to
can hear
eat
you,
some.
Jazz. I think that's
Oh, she can't
because
hear
of
me.
the connection. But
Oh,
she was
okay.
saying she'd be interested in hearing a little bit more
About her background and
about your
about.
background
Oh, where I've eaten?
and just kind of where you
Oh,
been, how this, traveling, moving around with your
oh yeah.
brother and
See, yeah, yeah. Oh wow.
back and forth
It was
from
it was
Vegas to the Bay and
it was just what a fun life. People. It was in the '90s, but it was so fun. I lived my life backwards. So like when you
Mm.
young and stuff, you're supposed to go see the world and live free. I hung out with artists and my brother when they were young, just traveling the world. So I've been to Africa. I've been to Russia. I had a fun time in Russia because I went to
Mm.
Moscow and St. Petersburg. I had a
mm,
blast. And
hmm
I bet.
things on TV are not like they are in real life.
for
You know what
sure,
I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
for sure.
I
you know what I'm
agree.
saying? So
I agree.
I had a time. Like I'm like I don't have too much on my bucket list really. I mean I got a few things, but like I did stuff I never thought I was gonna do. So why everybody trying to go to Dubai? It's like I'm cool. I've been to Muslim countries before, and it's like not a destination for me. But I see the hype because if you've never been nowhere, you want to go somewhere. But I'll pass. See, I've been to France 3 times. So I've been to Paris and Moscow. Like my brother performed, for kings and queens and royalty and stuff like that. So it was like a real royal experience. He
Oh
still
yeah,
probably could do that, but he's like 60 years old now.
yeah,
Like it was
yeah.
been there. That's so fun. So fun.
That's
Like,
nice because not everybody gets
yeah.
to
Right?
walk
And
that
that's what
walk.
Right.
yeah, and like we was bad. Like you could put stuff in your suitcase and go. Like it wasn't no TSA. You feel me?
Oh
It
yeah.
wasn't no TSA. You feel it all around the
Right.
world.
We
You feel
trying to
me?
get
Just
express. We
pack
try.
your suitcase right. Pack your
Right.
suitcase right, and
Right.
then go. But you can't do the things anymore. You be like that
Right.
girl Brittany Griner stuck in Russia over a couple of pins.
Hmm.
I ain't with her, but I'm just saying they could have been petty to us like that, or people back then. It's just like the world is way
Yeah.
petty.
And it's
You
even
can
more
never just
petty and shit is legal. So it's like
Right.
we're in retro.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when do you want to? So that's a very good point. When is it's legal now? No, it's not. Like
No,
I
it's
argue
not.
it's not.
Yeah.
They say it's legal to get you to carry it so we can bust you. See, because it's legal where they
Mm.
say it's legal. So as soon
Right.
as you cross over here, it's not legal. Now you're going to jail, dummy.
Talk about
See?
it.
Mhm.
That's what I try to tell young people now who are cannabis connoisseurs. I heard you a little earlier talking about the Zuzus and Wham Whams that you got. And I was like, I was like, oh, okay, you're a connoisseur. I said, that's fine and everything, and but if you don't really know how to move, you're gonna be in trouble with that. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, that's why you see what you see. It's not
Right.
really
And
legal,
listen, that's why I am such an advocate for what's happening in Nevada. Because what the governor is doing is playing an active part in signing bills that are allowing 15 dispensaries to now do lounges, or 15 lounge owners between here and Reno. So you just kind of have to stay where it is okay and it is safe, and you need to, everything needs to be considered in some sort of moderation, some sort of consideration. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Especially when you go out of
And
the
look,
country, nothing is the
Right.
same.
and out of the country,
Yeah,
don't play no
exactly.
games.
Unless you're going to Jamaica, you got to be
You're right.
careful.
So, yeah, you're absolutely right. I am. We talked about it last week or the week before.
I
Some
know,
of
and I
the.
heard about it.
Mhm. So we're moving in the right direction, because it's not about just the recreational part. It is about the fact that I think they've come to realize that, first of all, people are not dying from weed smoking. They might be dying of
Right.
different type of inhalation issues, lung issues, that kind of thing. But it's not killing people. I know they probably want to do this whole DUI thing, whatever. But there's a delicate balance, and I think Nevada's doing a good job. I'll put it that way.
I agree. I agree.
Hmm. But so you're going to be making a comeback, and you're coming back around to Las Vegas. So we might have to have you as an often and regular commentary, because I know you have a lot of good contribution. And if people can actually see your personality, you are just as decorated as your brother. Personality wise.
Okay, let's get that out there. I couldn't dance. Okay, let's get that out there. Like, I couldn't dance. I got moves, but they weren't his moves. So I had to use my brain. And it's hard using your brain. If you not really, like.
Talk about it. You was
If
spoiled, nigga. You was spoiled.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm
some
just
would
playing.
say spoiled.
No.
No, I needed to.
Please clarify.
Yeah, right. Spoiled means you're no good. I was good. Spoiled. That people don't know what they mean when they say that. When you spoil somebody, you kind of they're no good. You can't spoil somebody. So I wasn't spoiled. I was privileged. You see, and that's different.
I like that.
And
I like
but
that.
being privileged means you can't take advantage at the same time. And since I couldn't dance, what was I really gonna do? Seriously, people.
All right.
People be trying to be like, why you wasn't it? Man, I can't do all that. You got to stay in your lane.
You got to stay in your lane.
And young people don't know that. Everybody wanted to be a rapper, and my mom didn't raise us like that. No, he got them feet. He did that. Okay, so if you don't got them feet, and we all could dance, but we all just got separate moves. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, no, we can't be the Jackson 5 like that. You know what I'm saying? We can't all rap.
That's not how that. Yeah. Right.
We can't all rap. We can't all dance, right? And so, like, when you have families and someone special and talented, you support, get behind that person and get in where you fit in. And that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a ride, of my life, and catapulted me to where I'm at right now. Of course, I, wouldn't see the world the way I see the world if I hadn't saw the world when I saw it for myself.
Okay.
Right.
Spin that.
I seen it for myself. I seen it for myself. I got eyes. There wasn't no social media.
There wasn't no social
Right.
media.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't post to you. It would be books and books and books and books. Like, it would just be, it's a lot of books. And movies and stuff, and he's done a lot of work. Like, he's done a lot of.
Yeah, it's funny because right when you were getting ready to leave, the cameras came through, and I was there when they were coming to do his reality show.
Oh yeah, that's 2009. Yeah,
Wow.
Oh, was that? Lord, when you just don't have. When you
go ahead.
Yeah,
no, go ahead.
I was in 2009. Just thinking about back then, it was a different time, and I was
for sure.
Immature. I was an old, mature lady.
No.
When you still ain't got it together in your 30s, and I was late. I was 39 in 2009. You know what I mean? And so, not quite who I am today. Still molding, and quite, not put together at all. But I graduated college, UNLV. You feel me? I am a rebel, a running rebel for sure.
And
grassroots
look,
now, though.
can I ask a quick question? Because you are a sports fan. Like, you really are into your basketball. You really do hold a tough conversation in sports. How you feeling about sports being right here in Las Vegas now? Like, they brought Oakland to our feet.
They just brought Oakland all in.
You know, I just, oh my God, I feel so much. Goodbye, good rich. You wasn't as good there as you was when you was here. So, I feel a lot of ways. But I wish you the best. But on the low, I don't really care. But I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna watch you. I'm gonna watch you. That's all I can say. But on another note, I was happy for Las Vegas because it's nothing to do there. So yay for the little kids who got a team now. It'll do all the Las Vegas people some good. You feel me? To have a home, and y'all got the A's too, right?
We
Yeah.
made provisions.
Look, I'm saying
Yeah.
see it's y'all right now because I'm in California, but it'll be
Us. Yeah.
it's just
Us.
it's a win, really, kind of. I mean,
And it gives
it's just
people things to do, like you said, because now we have the Aces, the women sports team. We have
Shout
the
out
hockey
to
team,
the Aces
and everybody.
for their win on
Yeah.
on Wednesday. I mean, they killed.
Yeah.
They
We got the
killed.
hockey
So-
team that people are really into. So it's a
Yes,
lot.
they are. The
Vegas
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
put Vegas back in perspective because I know we took a hard hit for COVID. So it really just all of these improvements. I think the problem is if we can get rid of them damn cones and y'all can fix these freeways expeditiously.
Right.
Because I
Really?
heard through the grapevine,
Man.
Nevada got some transportation money. So put the money to use and get them contractors out there working. I know it's 110, so I have grace. I am OSHA certified, so I understand. Drink your water. Fix them damn roads because up there at Durango feels like an Indy 500, and that shit is annoying at night. Niche, you had to take me home. She was like, "Why you bring me up here? This way up here?" What? Right?
Tropicana
Yeah, it
been
was horrible.
closed.
Yeah, I drove into a dead end. Yeah, it's a lot. They doing a lot. It's gonna take a while
Yeah.
though.
It is, but
It's gonna take a while.
Job security.
yeah, and I guess I can respect that. There are some improvements being made because they know there's some accommodations that need to be made. So we got a few more
Yeah.
minutes. I'm a read something and then give everybody an opportunity to chime in. Every week I'm taking excerpts from my book because it's leading to the publishing and finishing of my book. It's giving me some sort of accountability when I put it out there.
We got
So
some comments too.
stand behind your word. Yeah, and I do want to recognize real quick, Tasha Keys came in the house early. Thank you for joining. She said, "Hello, Queens."
Yeah.
Janae in the house. MJ is faithful. She said, he said, you fancy. You guys go hard. Thank you. Yeah, fast food is not going down. Rob joined the conversation. He said, congratulations. Nice podcast. And Lamont, I see he's joined. So listen, stand behind your word. I want to get this in real quick because we got just a moment. Your word is your bond. That is an old saying that still holds true today. When you give your word to another person, it's a commitment. Back in my grandparents' day, way before that, your word was your contract, and a handshake sealed the deal. Today, a person's word doesn't seem to hold much weight, and people are so callous to it. People don't expect much from a person's word, and an agreement is unimportant. That should not be. Anything short following through on your word could be considered a lie with intent in my eyes. If you go through life lying about things, you will soon be alone with no one who believes in you. You will have no credibility and be given no responsibility. So with that, it is time to go.
Ooh, how quickly we get here.
Let that marinate in your spirit. Like my daddy used to say, put that in your pipe and smoke it. So we're out. Nisha, thank you for joining us. We're going to get it together, girl. We're going to have you back because I enjoy the commentation. And we just got started. So
I appreciate it.
I send love and blessings. And with that, join us same time, same place. Hot 702.5 FM, 6 p.m. on Thursdays. Get it together.
Peace, love, and light.
Good night.
Peace,
Good
love, and
night.
light. Good night.
Night.
Night.